it's time. Let's go, boys. I had a memory on Facebook pop up this morning of 2 years ago today. I drove my twin-turbo Civic out of the garage for the first time. We all know that kind of flopped. Still want to have fun with this car. So today we got a new turbo. We've also got some slicks. I've got a test fitment on that. And we've just, I'll go over here in a second, but we're gonna fix the alignment, make the car a little bit more drivable, and make it not dangerous. All right, let's see. Let's see how the slicks fit. Little baby slicks. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do some cutting, for sure. Well guys, as we get this car ready to get on the road, I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. This car has had a plethora of different turbos, all being the eBayest of eBay turbos. And we've blown 2 of them so far on this. The car used to be a twin turbo car, and then the one we just put on like 2 months ago just wasn't good. These guys have been reaching out to me for a couple years. They've really wanted to work with me again. I didn't know which car I wanted to work with them on, but I was like, you know what? Let's just do the Civic. What's the worst thing that can happen? Probably can feel where this is going here, but we got a new turbo from Maxpeeding rods. Maxpeeding, I actually have their rods in the motor, and to be honest, they haven't blown up or anything. They contacted me and they said they really wanted me to run one of their turbos. I was like, listen, okay, that's great and I will absolutely do it, but I'm going to give an unbiased opinion. So if something happens or if something is wrong, like I'm going to be honest. And he's like, okay, that's fine. So I can appreciate that he wants honesty out of this. So we already have the turbo on the car. We've been working on this car in the background. Drew has fabricated new charge piping and gotten all the oil lines and stuff run. I want to say they kind of like cherry picked this turbo straight. They have a few different lines of turbos. They have lesser expensive models, then they have like regular, and then like street, and then like sport. So this is their higher end turbo. Listen, I know Maxpeeding has an interesting reputation online. I think, to be completely fair here, like I think they've gotten reamed a little harder than they should. They do make inexpensive products, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad or anything. They warranty their stuff, which is not something you can get off of a cheap turbo, you know, you get off of eBay. Like they warranty their manufacturer's defects. The one that I got in particular has an aluminum blade, but it's pretty cool. They make it like orange. I don't know if that's like their thing, but it's colored, so it looks kind of neat. Some of their stuff comes with anti-surge housings. I don't know if this one does or not. We'll probably figure it out pretty quickly. But from what, oh nice, Drew got he made me a nice little bracket for this to work. From what he was telling me, they spend a lot of time on their sport turbos, and they're actually very tight with their tolerances, like not tight, but they put a lot of effort into it. He really wanted me to show that, and I'm gonna, I guess, review the turbo. But when I say I'm going to review the turbo, we are going to use the turbo and see how it does. So we're gonna get the car ready to get on the road today, and we have the tune file on it from before, and we're gonna send it. We're gonna send it and see what this little guy is capable of. They allegedly are good up to 3 bar, which is 45 PSI. That's a lot of bar. Also, I freaking love these slicks. How sick is that, dude?
A few moments later.
We fixed the alignment on this thing. It's been really bad, really bad. This thing should have all new fluids and everything. That is so wide, dude. Yeah, he sure did. That's like perfect actually for this. That's like a monster. I'll just get some fender flares and make something myself. This thing is an absolute unit. Oh my God, that is so wide. This is one of their waterless turbos too, which is something really cool. They have a bunch of different ones, and so the ones that we've been running from eBay before, you don't actually have to run water for the water turbos, but it's better if you do, if you can, because it's more turbine life, and it keeps it cooler. But yeah, waterless turbo, only oil. I'm actually kind of excited to see how it is. We've also got, you guys remember this? Man, we've had these wheels for forever. We blew up the other Civic with these wheels. Anything else we gotta do, Drew? Are we ready to get scooting?
Ready to go take it for a drive.
Before we start this up, I'm gonna go over a little bit. You guys might have questions of like, what is the setup? So we've got this Maxpeeding rods turbo. We've got, it's just a cast manifold I got off of eBay. Also an EMUSA wastegate that I got off of eBay. I don't remember what wastegate springs in it, but it's pretty light. Don't actually have a boost controller. I just realized that. So we'll just be on gate for now, which is actually perfect. We really just want to watch the air fuel. Some of this setup was made for the twin turbo setup, but then because so much changed with charge piping and exhaust and stuff like that, we ended up changing all that. So this is actually still the same, this is the same exhaust I had on my green Civic back in the day, except it's flipped upside down now so I don't get oil all over my windshield. It's fully built bottom in, head studs, stock head, Hossport mounts. Love my boys at Hossport. They're awesome guys. Deechworks injectors, Deechworks 300 fuel pump. Most of everything has been replaced. It just looks kind of bad because it's been sitting outside for a year, but let's go ahead and get her started. turbos. The turbo is spinning at idle. That's a really good sign, actually. That's great. That sucker is wide. Wow. Drew, what we got going on right now?
Down the AM wideband for us.
I'm closing that door. Oh, good Lord have mercy. Sorry, that beep is literally, I have trauma from that beep.
Just got the AM wideband in so that we can keep track of the air-fuel ratio with the new turbo. I don't expect a whole lot of changes on the tune,
Higher
but
ethanol.
yeah, just getting ready in
it.
case something does happen.
Oh, something gonna happen. All right, let's see. You know, we're the best way to test it, really, to review it, is just to like maybe do a little two-step action. Drew, you ever done Honda before?
I have not.
Cool. I can literally hear this thing from inside my house. It's not the decibels. It's like it's the frequency at which it sits. All right. We got plenty of fuel. Damn.
It's looking pretty okay so far.
Oh, I'm in park. Damn. Uh oh.
Oh, so that does work and show you're in park.
Between the clutch and the solid mounts in this car, I forgot how kind of brutal this thing was to get going.
It's going to be a lot of V8.
I like it. I like it. I like that. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
My steering wheel tight? Maybe. We'll figure it out. We got a radio in this thing too, so we're kind of spoiled.
We have air conditioning? If not, we can fix that.
I can't. I would like to fix that. Let's go, dude.
Okay, found it.
You did?
Yep.
Is there any?
It's always on, so.
Really?
Yeah.
What RPM?
5514. So upload changes. Hey.
That's nice. So you can do it on the fly too?
Yeah.
So it does work.
Yeah, that's uneventful.
There's probably a reason it was at 5500.
Yeah.
I'm sure this thing won't even like start jingling until like, I mean, we need a built head in this thing, or at least some springs.
Maybe then we can make enough power to actually blow up a built D-Series.
Yeah. So when I'm driving, oh, so you want to try it again? Okay.
Yeah, just one last time.
Oh, that was a lot.
That's a lot.
Sorry, guys. Hey, those goats are like, whoa, what was that? 5500 is the jam now. That's kind of nice. We can try drive it if you want.
I'm ready when you are.
I'm gonna go like probably half throttle just to see what the AFRs are like, but I honestly think we'll be fine. I think we're just not hitting any boost. Oh, these tires are sticky. They're like pulling me every direction.
You can go a little more if you'd like.
Okay, I mean, I was like 75% throttle. I don't know. Whew. The exhaust is going right in our face.
Yeah.
Nice. I'd say we just need to do a couple things. Let's make like a real exhaust for this. Change up some intercooler piping stuff, get some things more permanent. And can you do a 3-port boost controller on this?
Yeah, absolutely. And then enable boost control.
Yeah.
And then we can do like closed loop stuff where we can command, say 20 PSI, and then it hits 20 PSI.
Nice. Oh, that's much more responsive, whatever you just did.
Kind of halfway between how much fuel I added and where we were on that last
Hell yeah. How's our Maxpeeding rods doing over here? Dude, it is spinning. I haven't actually seen a turbo spin that like well with even some of my really nice turbos, so who knows? Maybe this thing is like, oh, maybe this is gonna be a really good turbo. Let's get the charge piping and stuff right. Pretty sure that we're probably leaking some air out of that. Yep. The charge piping right, and exhaust that doesn't point right into our mouths as we're driving. And
how else do I get that extra flavor though?
Dude, I just ate so much exhaust.
See how I can tell what Lambda is. If it tastes like raw ethanol in your mouth,
then you're a little too rich.
You're a little too rich.
Nice. Good soup, boys. That is awesome. I'm excited to see what this turbo can do, but we just need to add boost control. The thing is, like, this exhaust is temporary, goes straight down and then right through the hole in the floor where we did the manual swap and then right into our mouths. So it's not fun. We're gonna remove the blow-off valve and we're gonna have to change some charge piping stuff, and then we'll probably get creative and do some fun stuff with the exhaust. But do you guys like, I gotta know, do you guys like the bumper on it? Does it kind of make it sleeper-ish? It's really kind of hard to make it sleeper-ish if it's got slicks sticking out 3 inches on either side. So this is fun. I'm really excited to be back in this car. Like, it's kind of funny that you can own a lot of cars, or you can drive some really fast cars, really crazy. I mean, you could be in a Lamborghini, but like, there's something about being in a boosted Civic it just gets real fun. And I'm excited to be on the slicks and a turbo that I know for a fact will be 10 times better than what we had been using. I'm pretty sure this is ball bearing and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, it's like it should be really, really, really good for us. I'm really stoked. This is really fun to see this car outside again and not neglected. Thanks to Maxpeeding rods. You know, like, if they want to send me something out, I'm not gonna be as petty as some of these guys are. I like to live life with an open mind. You know, like, some of these experiences and some of the things you hear might not always be true, and some of it is, some of it isn't. Like, I've had Maxpeeding rods, like, they're actual rods in my engine for a long time, and it's taken 30 and 25 something PSI on the dyno, and it's been fine. So I'll continue obviously using this turbo. If it blows, it blows, and you guys will have an unbiased, honest opinion. I'm gonna be honest. It's a good size T3, and it's like a 0.6 AR, so what could go wrong? If there is something that could go wrong, we will figure it out. So big thanks to Maxpeeding rods. I love this car for the main reason really being, when I was doing this content, this was actually some of the best content I ever had made, and like the views were the highest they ever were. No, honestly, it's because of the Civic stuff that I was able to kind of kick off. I mean, it was kind of a nice jump, a nice booster, and it was just like, it was awesome. Whenever I first got this car, when I first got the Civics, I honestly couldn't really afford to do nicer content than this. Like, I mean, doing Supra builds, like doing the Lexus and this Supra and that Supra and the, you know, the BRZ, the R33 and the Evo, like that kind of stuff. I couldn't afford that kind of stuff, so I started with this. And so it's cool, and like, I don't ever really want to get rid of the Civic stuff because like it's kind of helped me grow into who I am, and it's just also really fun. When I first started Civic stuff, like all I had was a very short, very small budget. You know, I had to budget every single video, make a certain amount of content with every dollar I spent or whatever. And so there's mosquitoes. They came out of hell because it's warm again in December. If you guys are ever discouraged about where you are in life, take a step back and just look and see how far you've come. There's all like I say this all the time, but like there's always a reason to be discouraged every day. Like there's always somebody you can look at and be jealous of. There's always something you could have had. You can't live life going coulda, shoulda, woulda. It is what it is, dude. You have today, and look and see how far you've come. Whether you've gone an inch or a mile, 100 miles, you've made progress, and every step of the way you are building yourself. You're building your character. Freaking get out of here, bro. Every day of life is a brick, and you're building your house. You guys have an amazing day. That was my daily advice for you guys. You guys have an amazing day, and I will catch you guys later. Update on the GTI. We will be picking a winner as soon as we can, but Victoria's got to finish shipping the orders out. It's gonna take a little bit, and then she got to process all the entries, and then we choose a winner. So just make sure you keep watching my content and subscribe. That's it. Peace. Hey, I got 2 videos for you guys. Oh, sick Harley, bro. Sick, dude. Yes, sir. Sorry, go ahead and watch those 2 videos that I've got right in front of your face. And just make sure you're subbed. Okay, bro? Bye.